Welcome back to Big Head Small Cap. Absolutely nothing going on today. I almost didn't even bother doing a video, but just for the sake of habit, I'm going to do it. The market is up today slightly. Apparently, there was a good CPI number, so I guess inflation isn't going anywhere, so people can be excited about the Fed potentially lowering interest rates in the future. My names didn't really do much as a function of that. ACMR is up slightly, Crescendo is up slightly, Perion is basically unchanged completely. It doesn't change my look at anything. The big mover is GigaCloud, which I'm happy for. Again, my son owns it. That's great. And Blade Air Mobility, which is just getting destroyed. My nephew owns that one. He's getting crushed on that. Bad earnings, I guess. I'll look into the earnings call. I think the trading strategy I'm coming up with at this point is to buy it a few weeks prior to earning. If it's a beaten down name, I'm going to do this with Perion for sure. Buy it a few weeks prior to earning. Let it run up because it's got nothing but upside, and sell it before the actual earnings call because there's almost no reason to take this risk. I really wanted to buy this thing. I think you guys will remember I had a buy order at 3 on this thing. It made it all the way up to $4, which would have been 25%. I didn't catch it because it got to 330 before I could touch it. And it's not a super liquid name despite today's high liquidity. So I didn't get in. I didn't deal with it. I'm glad I didn't. It's back to where I would have bought it at. But why take that risk? I mean, yeah, I get that if you hit the earnings call, it's going to go to $5. I get it. But you already got such a great return, and you should just count your win because when the earnings call isn't great, and this earnings call isn't horrible, it just gets destroyed, absolutely destroyed. So anyway, that's all we got today. I probably won't update till the end of the day because like very little is going on. Maybe Crescendo will make a run. That'd be nice. Uh, Maybe ACMR, but all in all, it looks like there's a whole lot of nothing. So uh, update you at the end of the day. Bye bye. Okay, it ended up being a solid day. Nothing huge, nothing wildly transformative. Kicking myself a little bit, I'll tell you why. But ACMR ran, ultimately ended up at 29.35, so I'm happy with that. Crescendo dropped a little bit, but not meaningfully. I think it's down like a tenth of 10 cents or something like that. Nothing big. I'm thinking I will buy more, but we'll look at that in a second. And Perion was up slightly also. So pretty good all in all. I think I may sell Perion at 23. We'll have to see. Uh, but but the big story was GigaCloud, which I'm kicking myself about. I really had a solid opportunity to buy this thing at $30.80. As you guys know, I was spooked by the way they announced their earnings call, and I stayed away. I thought it would keep going down. It obviously didn't. In fact, it just crushed it and came more than back. I wish I had the guts to buy in, but I didn't. So I'll just have to live with that. No big deal though. All right, let's look at Crescendo a little bit because because we're looking for ranges again. That's what we're doing now. We're looking for market adjusted ranges. And if we look at 5-day, it's been slow and steady down. We had to bump up here before the earnings call. We were pretty solidly below $6 consistently, between 540 and 580. I thought the earnings call was good, but it doesn't really appear to have been good enough to break us out of that dynamic. So I kind of think that's the range we're in. I really think maybe 550 to a little bit less. I mean, today what was the low today? Let's see, one day. The low today was what, 540, 544. What did we have here? Low 544. And the high was 560. So I don't know. I think I'll buy it in the 540 range, put a buy on in 540 range, see if I get it, and then try to blast it out in the 590, 580 range. I still have some that I bought at 6 when I thought it would go farther up, but it doesn't look like it's going to do that. So anyway, I still think there's a lot of money to be made here. I hate the illiquidity of it, but it's not horrible. This is a good day. This is 400,000 shares traded today. Um, so that's liquid enough for me. And then let's go back to the watch list and let's go to interesting and look at Blade. So I went and I reviewed their earnings call, and basically they're guiding for virtually no growth next year, about 5-10% growth and profitability in 2025. So I honestly think I'm taking Blade Air Mobility completely off of my watch list because I just don't think it fits my profile anymore. So yeah, so I'm going to delete it. I don't think it makes any sense to have that name on the list. So it's too bad because it was one of my cheaper names, one of the names I liked. Let's see the day's change. Who did well? Blade was the worst, but we've taken that off now. Rivian, not a good day. Crescendo, we already talked about. Really not much went on with Crescendo. Big winner was GigaCloud, Talkspace, Quick, which is semiconductor also, and ACMR. So these two have been trading a lot together. Quick a little bit more volatile than ACMR, but they seem to move pretty much in sync. Yeah, so that's it. So what are we looking at now? I think I'm going to enter another trade on Crescendo. I do not think anymore I will get the 650 I was hoping for anytime soon. Certainly not in the month of March. I don't think so at the moment. I do think I can get 32 here. And so I will sell out of that when I get to 32. And I don't know, 23 is kind of what I'm feeling like here. I wanted 23.40, but I think I'm being too picky there. So I think I'll probably blast it out at 23 and try to double dip it. Yeah, that's it. That's my story. I'll touch base with you guys tomorrow. And all, it was not a horrible day. We're up to 86% since inception, which I think is up 3% from yesterday. But of course, if we'd had GigaCloud, we would have made $6,000 on it. So let's put this at $7,000, and let's see where we would have been then. Yeah, then we would have been up a lot more. Well, $6,000 more. So bummer, but it is what it is. Anyway, we'll just hope for good things tomorrow. Talk to you guys later. I did review some new names, so I'll start to detail those in a future call, but not now. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.